Hello my fitness friends, and welcome to today's video about healthy snacking and some tips and tricks for controlling binging in our everyday lives. Now this was going to be a quarantine video, but seeing as how the majority of y'all will probably see this after life has gone back to normal, rest assured you can use all these tips and tricks and information in this video for your everyday lives and in your normal life settings, school, work, etc. Now this video will be broken up into two sections. First section is going to be done by Josh, and it will cover the sort of basic understanding of what it means to snack in a healthy manner, and then also some tips and tricks that both him and I use for controlling binging when we're at home or at school. Second section will be by me, and it will cover the shopping portion of this experience. I mean, you can't eat something if you haven't gone to buy it, and so I will cover sort of what to look for while you're shopping, what foods to look for, what foods not to look for, where to go, where not to go, and things of that nature. Now, without further ado, and not to waste any more time, I will let Josh take it away with our first point.
My first tip for preventing excessive snacking or binge eating is to just choose the right snacks, because when we choose the wrong snacks, that's going to cause us to either not really be satisfied or to eat a bunch of junk that we don't really need. And so when choosing the right snack, it's important to know what the wrong snacks are. Perfect example would be potato chips. We've probably all had that experience of sitting down with a bag of chips and 30 minutes goes by and 100 chips later, we've eaten all of the bag and we're still feeling hungry. So what we want to do instead are gravitate towards snacks that won't leave us feeling so hungry. A great example of this would be something like peanut butter, okay? Or really any other kind of nut butter like almond butter or cashew butter. It's going to be loaded with protein. And if you really want to make this into a super snack, you can take an apple, slice that up, and then have a couple tablespoons of your peanut butter, and you're only looking at about 250 calories at the most for that one snack, okay? And other good snacks would be, of course, fruits, vegetables, nuts, protein bars, right? These are going to be snacks that will fill you up, that are going to be higher in fiber and leave you feeling satisfied. And of course, we are a fitness channel, so my favorite protein bar as of right now would be the Quest protein bar in the chocolate chip cookie dough flavor. They're really good. They're usually about 20 grams of protein to 200 calories. All right, my next tip for preventing excessive snacking or binge eating is just to stay busy. Okay, during this time where we're stuck at home and we've got a lot more free time on our hands, we have to guard ourselves against boredom, because if we allow ourselves to get bored, we're going to increase our chances of turning towards food, turning towards snacking to fill that time.
You be using this free time you have now to read more and catch up on that book that you just can't put down, or to go outside and enjoy the nice weather and get in a good run, or maybe stay inside and practice your card playing so you can beat your family in a game.
All right, my final tip for preventing excessive eating and snacking during quarantine is just to drink more water. Okay, and this is important because most of us don't get enough water in every day. And when you don't drink enough water, what can happen is the feeling of being thirsty can be mistaken for feeling hungry. So when we drink more water and we start monitoring how much water we're taking in, we'll start to fill our stomachs a little bit and to get rid of that false hunger feeling that we have. And something that's been very helpful for me is to carry around a refillable water bottle like this, and to have it with me if I'm just, doing homework or reading or watching TV. Having this refillable water bottle is a visual reminder for me to drink. And once I drink it, I refill it and I drink more. And it continues to be a great reminder and a motivator for me to drink and hydrate throughout the day. Now you can also get water bottles that have different markings on them showing you how much you can drink or how much you have drank. And so if you want to mark and set little goals for yourself throughout the day, that's another great idea as well.
Hey guys, it's time for the next part of this video, which is the grocery shopping section. I tried that like 8 times. Finally got it right. I am currently in the car on the way to the store, and while I was on my way, I wanted to bring up a very important point about the grocery shopping process, and that is never go to the store or never grocery shop on an empty stomach or when you are hungry. Now, why is this important? You see, when we're hungry or when we have an empty stomach, we're much more likely to binge and eat because we just want to satisfy that urge. We just want to satisfy that hunger. And this is incredibly harmful if we're about to go to the store, because at the store there's all the foods in the world. We're at the grocery store to buy food. There's going to be all these types of foods. And we're most likely, when we're hungry, just going to want something that's quick, easy, and tastes good. It doesn't necessarily have to be healthy. We just want something that's going to satisfy our hunger. So it's very important that we don't go to the store on an empty stomach, because it will more likely make us binge and eat foods that we would rather not have eaten later in the day, and also just buy foods that we necessarily don't want to buy and have in the house, or that we'll have to buy, eat a piece, and then throw a whole package away, therefore wasting money. But hopefully I will get to the store in one piece, and I will pick up with y'all when I get there. Alright guys, and I know before you say anything, I know I did shave. Just the magic of cinema, put it that way. But fortunately, I was able to get B-roll from the store I went to. However, they said I wasn't really allowed to be talking while I was doing it, and so, I know, it was kind of weird. But I wasn't able to be talking, so I just had B-roll. So what will work for this segment, I am just going to be sitting here telling y'all what I would have been saying in the store, except I am sitting here at my house, and I will overlay B-roll from the store right now. There we go. So what you're currently looking at is the very first thing you should do when you get to the store is go buy your produce. That includes everything from your salads, your vegetables, anything that is fresh, your fruits, things like that. First things first, go try and get those really low calorie dense foods that you can eat a ton of. These includes things like slaw, like lettuce, spinach is a really, really good one, arugula, watercress. You want to get these things because you can eat a ton of them, but they don't have a whole lot of calories because they're mainly water-based and other nutritional facts that we're not going to get into right now. When it comes to things like slaw and arugula and spinach, stuff like that, they're pretty much all interchangeable, and to be honest, they kind of all taste the same. I mean, it's not really like we have one specific thing. It's like, yeah, I only eat cabbage because it tastes amazing, or I only eat spinach because it tastes amazing. They pretty much all taste similar. They pretty much all taste the same. So you're not really going to go wrong if you want to interchange your lettuce for your spinach or vice versa. So the second thing you need to do is go get your protein. Now, I'm not saying protein powder. I'm saying your main source of protein for your meals. That is your eggs, your meats, your fishes, things like that. When you're going to get your proteins, usually how stores have everything set up, they have the produce section, and then you can kind of walk the produce section to the back of the store, and the meats and everything are usually along the back of the store. And again, you also have the frozen section where you can have your frozen chicken breasts, chicken thighs, things like that. In general, depending on what your diet is, I would go for leaner meat. So try and find ground beef that says lean on the packaging. That will tell you, okay, this is only 7% fat, 8% fat. Now, something to consider when you're going for ground meats is a lot of times they will add fat to those meats to make them taste better. I mean, you're getting a ground substance. You don't really have the texture and the same flavor as the actual traditional cut where it's just a slice of meat. So do keep that in mind when you're getting things that are ground turkey, ground chicken, I've never seen ground chicken, I don't know why I said that, ground beef, things of that sort. Ground turkey is an excellent option. That's something I would definitely recommend. Next thing we're going to get is our snacks. Now, one major thing for when we're getting our snacks, don't go into the processed food section. Just don't even go near there. There's nothing there that we want. There's nothing there we need. Maybe if the store happens to put popcorn in there, go get it. Be real quick about it. Grab the popcorn and get out. As the only reason you should go into the processed food section, the chips, the cookies, all these things. Just don't go there in general. Now, while we're on this topic of snacks, I want to bring up something when it comes to protein bars and sort of like snack bars and things like that, because it's in the name, snack bar, and we often think, oh, I'll just have a protein bar for a snack. Be very careful what type of protein bars you're eating and what type of snack bars you are eating, because a lot of them are very high in calories, and the fat and carbohydrate to protein ratio is often not that great. So the thing is, if you look at something like Nature's Own or just like General Mills from like Walmart or some of the more generic snack bar manufacturers, a lot of them are going to be in the granola bar style, and they're going to be very high in carbohydrates and sugar. because they have to taste good. And then another problem with these is that they're gonna be very high in calories because of that. So you can only really eat like one bar. You wanna eat 2 bars, boom, that's already like 280 calories for some of these things. And don't even get me started on Clif Bars. Those things are like 250, 260 a bar, and they're like that big. They're not that big. They're not very filling. You eat them more so for like if you're about to work out. That would be something I would say. Eat a Clif Bar, or you're about to go run, eat something like that. It'll give you that source of carbohydrates and that nutrients, kind of get your body started, get the energy up a little bit. But don't go for Clif Bars or for these sort of snack bar things if you're looking for something to snack. Stick with your produce, your apples, your oranges, your clementines, your bananas. These are, in some cases, a bigger serving size than you will get with these snack bars, but also they are a lot more healthy for you because they have less artificial sugar, less artificial ingredients. All right, my fitness friends, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. If you did, please consider leaving it a thumbs up. That really helps Josh and me out. If you liked our content, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you will be notified when we drop new videos. If you have some tips and tricks on how you control binging or how you decide to snack, leave those in the comment section down below. And as always, my fitness friends, Josh and I hope that y'all stay fit, stay healthy, and stay happy. And we'll see y'all in the next video.